Let's see. Let's see here. Let's see if anybody pulls up today for the live. It's just us in here chatting and talking. Actually, I should have labeled this thing differently. I actually have some thoughts. God, it's freezing where I'm at. Like this air conditioner is going crazy. Who's controlling this thing? It's cold as shit. I'm over. I gotta be by a fucking campfire for this. This is fucking cold as shit over here. I feel like I'm outside in the wintertime back in Michigan. That's how cold it is out here. What's up? What's happening, man? Come on in. Come on in here. Come on. Anybody chiming in today? Because we live. We live in a place to be. I figured I try to go live again 2 days in a row. I only do it because you good fine people ask, and who am I to deny what you good people ask for? Who am I to deny what the people ask for? So we're here, we live, just doing it again. Let's keep it going. A lot of stuff dropped today. I think the podcast I did with Dion dropped today, and Daddy Issues dropped today, and I think I'm going live. Something if y'all want to talk about, you know what I'm saying? We talk about it. Y'all want to talk about be about it? You talk about it, be about it. I think this is actually the longest it's taken anybody else to come in alive. It's usually way more people than this, but yet I shall not be deterred. So if you guys want to hop in, I gotta just pick a time and then we'll do it. We'll probably do like at 5:30. I wish there was a way I could send out like an alert, like, "Hey guys, going live today at such and such time. Like, be there." But I don't know how. I don't know. I don't know how to do that. So if anybody out there knows how to do that, God damn, it's cold right here. This wind, this AC is just. I'm right underneath it, and it's flowing in this little room. It's it's so cold. It's so cold. It's so cold. It's so cold. My heart used to be. I might be doing a show with the Marion. We'll see. I'm not supposed to say that at all, but we'll see if it happens or not. If it comes to fruition, if you will. So yeah, man, we'll see if it happens. I think that it has a good chance of going. I don't know if he can act. I've only seen him in what was that one movie? The Dancing Cats and just battling each other. You got served. Has anybody ever said that? I don't do a lot of dance battles, but has anybody ever been like, "Ooh, you got served" after a dance battle, after a battle move? I don't know. I don't know if that's ever happened or not. So, you know, I wonder if this thing is working. Usually, by now, there's way more than nobody in here. This is quite unusual. I wonder if this is working because this happened to me once. So I gotta just look every time to see if it's live or not because usually if it's live or not. Oh, well, hey, it's working on my end. Where y'all at? Y'all tell me to go live. You're not showing up. Yeah, we get at least 10 to 15 people in here. Where y'all at, man? Y'all at work? Huh? What are you doing? You putting the kids down? What are you doing? What I don't know. What do people you're binge watching TV? What are you doing? You're watching I think Ozark comes back January 21st. I'm hyped about some Ozark. I love that show. I think that's been one of my favorite shows for a long time, man. I think like Ozark. Sorry, I'm typing something real quick. I'm supposed to be doing some work, but you're having those days you just can't focus. You be trying to work, you just can't focus. Like it's just it's one of those things, man. I just can't. I have a hard time because I have super ADD. I always wanted to go to a doctor and have them be like, "Hey, tell me I have ADD," because There's no way I can sit down and focus for that long. I don't have a good focus meter, if that was a thing. I might as well be trash. It was really hard for me to sit down and focus for a long period of time. Um, to do anything. Like I'll write, and then I'm just bored. I find writing like homework. Like that's what it really reminds me of is like homework. And then, I gotta get a writer's assistant again. That makes everything a little easier. But I hate sitting down. I'm an idea guy. I'm like, hey, how about this? But actually sit down and type, and it feels like you're doing a book report. I hate it. That's the worst part about writing is the actual typing. Because then I'm like, "Yeah, Jesus, I gotta sit here and type, So, but when I have a writer's assistant, I just talk and they just fill in the blanks. Oh, it's great. It's a wonderful. It's amazing to have a solid writer's assistant, somebody who is willing to just bounce ideas off there, sit there and type. It makes the whole world easier. I wish in school, back when we had to do reports, you could have a writer's assistant to do your 100-page book essay or book. I don't know what they call it. Book reports. Man, in high school, I had a book report. I did one my freshman year. I was supposed to do one my freshman year on Hiroshima or Hiroshima, however you want to say it. And I never did it. I didn't do it all the way until I was about to graduate my senior year. And I had it incomplete from way back. And then I went to the teacher years later, 4 years later. I said, hey, man, I have this incomplete. And I can't graduate without this incomplete. And he was like, oh, just do the book report. And then I'll fix my incomplete. So he held it hostage for 4 years until I finally did my book report on Hiroshima, which I'm glad I did. Um, that was a great thing. I learned it's a lot to take that book. It's not that big, it's not that thick, but it's graphic, and I can only imagine. Ooh, right, what those poor people went through. What's up, Kwame Oro? Yeah, that'd be great. I used to be an idea expander. I used to be an idea expander in school. You're the guy like, yeah, and they should have chicken too. You were just adding just adding ideas so people had already. That's important though, man. If you're a person who can add good ideas, that's some value. You may not even be the guy to run point. Like I always hated the person who wanted to run point on a project. Like I was like, go do your thing. People want to take it home and they do extras. I was always a presenter though. Like whatever we did, I once got a B on a book report I never read because I keyed on one part of a book report of a book that meant a lot to me. I mean, it really didn't. That's what I told them. I was just like, I just couldn't get over this part here. I mean, it made me think of my family and how I wanted to express myself. And I just went in on what it meant to me. And the teacher was like, you got so much from that. You just poured your soul to us. I was like, yeah. I didn't read this shit. But I was great at bullshit. And give me an idea and I'll blow it up for you. Now, Kwame, that's quite the it is quite the skill. I don't like the person who has no ideas. They're like, oh, I don't know, we do whatever. Like, man, hey, pitch in a damn idea. I mean, whatever y'all want to do. You're like, get out of here, useless. Can you do anything? I mean, yeah, it's just I'm not good on the spot. Well, go home, write it down, send it to us. Come back the next day, no ideas. No, I mean, you already had everything covered. I was gonna say anyways, get the rest out of here. Goddamn useless. I hate the guy who don't got the. I think they turn the air off. Man, I'm telling you, man, I thought you're gonna start seeing my breath in here. It was getting frosty in here. I was like, sheesh. Your neck gets wet. Man, I was on here for 2 hours yesterday. My back was sore. I was stiff as shit when I got it. I was like, ugh, I had to unfold. I can't be on here 2 hours with you guys. I'm not in sitting shape. You gotta be in shape to sit somewhere for a long time. I'm not flexible. I don't stretch. I can't be doing this, man. I almost sat here and had to unfold to get in the car. I had to stretch and do some fucking lumbar exercises, which I do every night, anyways, because my back is trash. My knee is trash. My my shoulder is trash. I think it's this year, some A, loading luggage, and B, sports. My body is awful. It's a big train wreck. Um, yeah. So I want to talk to you guys about I was on my mind today because I was trying to work and I couldn't. Was like focus on work ethic. You know what? I'm one of these guys, man. Like unless I'm super under the gun, which I don't think being there's that whole thing about when people talk about when they do better under pressure, which I don't believe. It's the thing about doing better under pressure. I think people just do. I think you just either do good work, and then the pressure just makes you do your usual good work. Um, I think the time crunch, but I think people feel better because they got it done. Woo! And it's solid, and they get it done in the nick of time. Because I used to think that oh, I'm great under pressure, man. You give me 2 days to get something done that takes 2 weeks, I'll make it. But I think that's a false thing. I don't think people are good under pressure. I think you're generally just good at something, or you're decent at something, and you just do that skill. But I think if people actually learn to plan and uh, and I'm all about like getting shit done early so I can have like I have something due February 1st. And I'm like, yo, if I can get that shit done by January 15th, I got 2 weeks to bullshit, which really excites me. So I'm trying to get this shit done ASAP. So that's why a day like today, I'm like, nah, I don't quite have it, but I just kind of put down the bones for the rest of the 2 weeks, and I'm hoping that by the time January 15th comes around, I'm done, and I can bullshit and party and bullshit and bullshit and party for me just means playing video games. That's that's it. I tell my wife I'm going to the office because I got work to do, and I just play video games for 6 hours, and then I come back like, woo, tough day. Ah, all the ups and downs we had. These meetings, and I can just bullshit and party and bullshit. I'm not a big. So me and the wife today were supposed to go to a wine bar today. There's a wine bar in Tarzana I like to frequent, which I've only been once, but I would like to frequent more. So I'm gonna go today. I don't drink, so I'm just going for the ambiance and to feel fancy. I like dressing up like this in places where I'm not supposed to be at. And so I like to go in and being like, is he gonna cause trouble? And then they're like, he's so pleasant. We had no idea. Hey, come on in. And then my wife drinks, and then I just do the charcuterie board. The charcuterie. I feel fancy. Can I get the charcuterie board? Which I'm not a huge fan of. It's just cheese and meat, but charcuterie sounds fancy. Can I get this charcuterie? I want to see if I can bring my own food. I bring some fried chicken in there. Really, really make them feel like it's special. I would probably hood up the whole place. I would love to get a bunch of because the dude who plays the music, man, he was like on a Spanish guitar, but he was playing like all like hip hop music from like back in the day. He had played like 1 Minute Man, hey, must be the money, didn't ride with me. He just played like a bunch of stuff from like the late '90s, early 2000s when I graduated high school. So I was like, I said, hey man, you killing this shit. So I want to do that. I want to just go and have fun and let my hair down. Let my hair down and but I gotta get some kind of I gotta get on some kind of I haven't really worked in a while, so I gotta kind of get back in like the swing of things of working. I gotta find my rhythm, my work rhythm again. So that's a struggle. That's my new struggle is finding like trying to get back in fighter shape. Which I need to do that also. I need to get back in shape. You know what sucks about trying to get back in shape? It's a daunting task, bro. Because you look at like how much weight you want to lose, or you look at some old pictures, you're like, I'm trying to get back to that. Like that, then you go like shit. Like I used to tell people I gotta start over again. I used to tell people like don't do one day at a time, even do one meal at a time. Like you're just trying to get a nice, decent meal for tomorrow. But you want to lose 50 to 100 pounds, and that looks, especially when you see yourself taking a whole week to lose a pound, you're like, damn, I'm not doing all this. I'm about to eat this chicken. I'm not doing all this. I'm about to eat this Taco Bell or whatever people's guilty pleasures are. What's your guilty food pleasure? What's that thing you like? If it's on, like I got it. Like I'm gonna eat cheesecake if it's around, no matter what. No matter what. I'm not Muslim, but if it was Ramadan, it's cheesecake. I'm sorry, God. I'm sorry, I'm eating it. Also with like rolls, like a one of those croissant, those croissant rolls that y'all know I'm talking. Those little croissant rolls, they so goddamn good. So it's like, oh, I had one today. And I only had one, but I wanted another. But man, it's crack. Man, if you could do, this is when my fat boy comes in. I mean, it's in all the time, but this is where it gets disgusting. If I could do a croissant roll cheesecake crust. What's up, Addis? Is it? I am back. What's happening? What's going on? What's up? 2 days in a row. We're gonna shoot for three tomorrow. We're gonna shoot for 3 days in a row tomorrow. We're gonna try. We're gonna try to do 5 days next week. I have something to do on Monday though, so I might not be able to do it then. But I'm gonna do the animation podcast with Keenan Baker and Brennan and I forgot the the rest of the crew of the animation podcast at 4. But maybe I can do it afterwards. We'll see. Or maybe we'll do it Monday. I don't know. I would love to tell you guys that I'm going to be just disciplined and do it the same time every day, but I'm a goddamn liar if I did that. So I'd rather just tell you that, yeah, I just want to find a way that I can alert you guys that I'm going live on YouTube. But like it can be like Chaz is going live in 20 minutes. Like I don't know. I'm trying to look. I try to Google it. I don't know if there's a way to do that. But I guess I could like put it on Instagram or Twitter or something. I don't know. I don't even know what all YouTube has anymore. Like, they have all their updates. I think they have stories and shit now. I guess you could do something like that, but I don't really I gotta just experiment more. I gotta try to do some more so I gotta do some actually just take it seriously. Um, you know, but I just like to, like I said, hop on here with y'all real quick one time. And it's I was telling them about going to a wine bar later on with the wife, so I can watch her drink and I can eat the charcuterie board. The charcuterie board sounds so much like cooter, which we always call it vagina. So the charcuterie board. I don't know why that became. Why are there so many horrible terms for vagina? No terms are like I hate pussy for vagina. That don't sound good. It sounds like a wet cat. That don't sound good. I like saying vagine personally. It sounds fancy. Vagine. Nah. Do you feel pressure to get back on stage with that crew? Amir, what's up? No. Do I feel pressure? Not at all. I don't take anything those guys say seriously or personal. I think they're all idiots. I'm an idiot, and if I took what they said personally, I would have such low self-esteem. So, so no, I don't feel any pressure whatsoever. Everything in my time, man. Everything in my time, and I know what I'm doing, and you know, I'll do it when the time is right, when it feels ready. So I don't feel any pressure about it. You know what? They don't either. Don't get fooled like they really care for me to get back on stage. They don't give a shit. Don't be fooled. No one's missing me on the road. No one's like, yo, you gotta come. No one's hitting me up like, I need you, bro. No one's hitting me about having like. Don't believe those cats when they put all that. Don't believe them, bro. They're just getting on me because I'm an easy target. I'm an easy target. So. And it says that I will not be able to say anything. Got to charge my phone, but I can still hear you. All good. And it says that as long as you're in here, as long as you're hanging out, you're listening. I want you laughing or shaking your head at something I said, whatever it is. As long as you're in. Well, thank you, Amir. I appreciate that, fam. I appreciate that. No, man, standing for me, bro. It's just different now. It's just a lot to go through now. Now I'm just like, it's just the work. It's work. I mean, you got to do it. My whole life used to be set up around it, so it was really easy. Now my whole life is set up around my daughter and writing, and those things just take time, man. And my whole, everything. My whole life has changed. So my whole life has changed since you came in. I knew back then. I'm one of those guys that if you say a phrase from a song, no matter what I'm talking about, I'm gonna sing that shit. I don't care where we are or what we doing. If you hit a phrase of a song, yeah, sometimes you just say love, love, and I can't sing it all. And so many people, I'm gonna sing that shit mid whatever you're saying. Whatever you're saying, I'm gonna say that shit. If your mom was dying and she's like, she was just my number one girl, man. I am number one. I'm gonna sing that shit no matter what the time is. My mom will fuck up every single song she sings. Like my mom would be walking around with headphones on trying to sing a song. She'll fuck it up. She was trying to say DMX is up in here and she was fucking it up. Fucking it up. She was like, y'all gonna make me come on back out in her up in there. I was like, how are you missing it this bad? Like, y'all gonna make me pull it out up in there over there. It's like, how are like you are my mom has so much rhythm, but when a song is on, and she kind of know, but it's like one of those things where if you don't know the words, you might just be like and like hum it. But no, she will just say the wrong words, full of confidence. Out and over there, out over the chair. I'm like, what are y'all gonna make me get it on? Like, what are you talking about? No matter what it is, she gonna sing that shit. Or don't go casing water bills. You're like, what are you doing? Why are you this off on the song? Just hum it. That place like we did before. No, like we used to. She's awful. She is awful. I don't know why she's like that, but I will sing the song right, but I'm going to sing it horribly. Like I'm going all in. Like I'm a fan of karaoke. I got to do more karaoke. I would love to do more karaoke, like live. Why don't we do live karaoke? Then YouTube lets you do songs. I would love to do like a live karaoke thing. That'd be mad fun. I'm gonna ruin whatever song you love. Whatever. I have a couple go-to songs. I have if I'm doing karaoke, I'm gonna go to I Don't Want to Miss a Thing by Aerosmith. I will fuck that song up. And I don't want to miss a thing, even when I try. I'm gonna do all that. I'm gonna mess that song. You'll never hear it the same after I get to it. What's another dope song to sing? I like songs that are like high pitched and just out my range completely. Like, oh, reasons, reasons, the reasons that we're here. I'm gonna do my rendition of it. It's gonna sound vaguely familiar, like the old song. The reasons that our whole lives won't disappear. Bam, 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 and after the love games have been played. Full passion. You getting a full passion from it. It's all coming out. That's how I do karaoke. I might have this guy. He bought me a drink at this bowling alley once. I was going in, and then I was like, "Oh, I don't drink." He was like, "You deserve one. You deserve one." Like I did, like a real. But people, man, I don't like the people who do karaoke and they sing well. I hate that. If you come in and you killing, well, just so disrespectful to karaoke. What are you doing? What are you doing? Go try to get signed somewhere else. This isn't for that. This isn't for the people who can really sing. It's 1 a.m. at a bar. You're up here. And I will always. What are you doing? Get the fuck out of here. What are you doing? This is not for you. You can really sing. Go try to get a deal somewhere else. This is not for that. What's up, Miss West? Mrs. West, Mrs. West. Do, do, do. That's like Kanye. I told you guys I will sing whatever comes in my head. Yeah, I hate it, man. Karaoke is not for the talented. Like, yeah, I don't belong there, man. It's for the people who can't do that shit. Know what I mean? Like, it's those people like you ever see somebody who play like semi-pro like basketball at the YMCA? Like, what are you doing? I'm just trying to get a game in. You know, you still trying to get signed with the Lakers? What are you doing? Trying to get a 10-day? The fuck out of here. Go back to Europe and play. Go to the Philippines. I had a homie who played in France for a long time. A long time. Then he'd just go up to the Y and just play. Like, what are you doing? You're a professional hooper. Pro or NBA or not, you're a professional hooper. Get out of here. Leave us. Because when I hoop, I try to find anybody shaped like me. I'm like, who 5'7" and chubby? Hey, you want to guard each other? When you yeah, I played. So I played in this church in LA called Shepherd of the Hills. Shepherd of the Hills. Shepherd of the Hill, something like that. And they had, basketball leagues. And so I played in a basketball league. This is actually when I could use my body without it breaking down on me. And it's actually the last time I hooped because I went up for a rebound and I landed on this dude's foot, of course, tore my ankle up. My ankle, you ever watch those when Wile E. Coyote would hit the thing and you just see that boom of the dust cloud? Like that's how my ankle blew up when I landed on it. It was like and my whole ankle shattered. Anyways, and the dude, he was this Asian dude who sounded like Arnold Schwarzenegger. He was like, "I'll get the rebound," and I was like, "Why are you Asian? You sound like this. Like, that you not go pass ball." And I was like, "Wow!" He was doing he was doing a lot of that, and I was like, "Stop being Asian and making these noises. I'm confused. You sound Austrian, like Arnold Schwarzenegger." I was really shocked. Anyways, I don't know what I was going to do. Oh, I played in this basketball league. So, anyways, some of these leagues I never got to play in it, but I had the 6 foot and under league. I would have been Charles Barkley in that bitch. I'd be like, a 6 foot and under league. What? Such wonders, such wonders. I'd have loved it. You ever see that basketball league they had? These white people started. It was like the fundamental league, but it was no dunking, no look passes. It was only like basic, like that's how basketball's supposed to be played. Everybody dribbles like this. The chest pass, clear chest pass. It was only layups. Like that was the most. Yeah, I'm trying to get back to the fundamentals of basketball, not all the razzle dazzle that these naggers bring in. That was pretty much what they were saying. That was pretty much the tone of the conversation. I'd have loved to play in that league. I'm balling up those white dudes. Oh, Jesus, my ankle. No crossovers. You're not allowed to go behind the back. No through the legs. That'd have been all that. People are surprised when I can hoop. They'd be like, I'm not great by any means, but I'm cool. And they'd be like, "Oh, you can play basketball? You're so round. You're shaped like one. I didn't think you could play because you're so roundular. You're just a big circle, you big boy." I don't like when people call me they'll call me like big dog. I don't like that because I'm 5'7", but I'm big. So I know what big you're talking about. Like you're not talking about the height big, you're talking about the width big, and I don't like that. I don't like that. If I was six something, I'd be like big dog. It's cool. It's cool. I'd be big. But now you just all I hear is fat dog. What's up, fat dog? I'm like, hey man, why are you? Don't give me the big dog. When I'm 5'7", I'm short. I'm a short dog. But I don't want the little guy or like the big guy. Hey, big guy, big boy. I don't like any of those because I know which big you're talking. Talking about expansion, the accordion big. I don't like that big. Just what's up, man? What's up? What happened to a good old what's up? And then LA, when I moved here, I remember watching Baby Boy, but that was a real thing when I moved here. What's up, baby boy? I'm like, hi. What are you talking about? Hello. What are you calling me baby boy for? That was a real thing. So I guess it was just a term that LA people used to address younger people. That's back when I was younger. I got called baby boy everywhere. I was in San Francisco once. I actually went to a gay pride parade. Not gay, but it was actually almost really dope. I was with a buddy of mine and his girlfriend. His girlfriend's family was there, and his girlfriend's family had a gay. She had a gay sister and a gay brother. So they all went to support them in this gay pride parade, and I was in, LA already. So I came and I met them up in San Francisco, and my boy James was like, "Hey, yo, it's a gay pride parade," and I was like, "Cool." Like I highly doubt it. They're just gonna be like fucking in the streets, right? Which they weren't. But it definitely changed after dark. like when the lights when the sun went down, they got down. It became a different thing. But so one is the first time a gay dude ever hit on me. This dude was like, "Yo, you got some nice lips," and he did that, and I was like, "Yo, thank you, I appreciate that." You gotta tuck your lips in after that. Appreciate that, fam. And I was a lot more fresh faced then, so it wasn't even enough stash to cover the lip. It was just all lips out there. But one, nice compliment. Knew I had some nice lips after that. Two, I've said that to a girl, and I know what I wanted her to do. So I was like, "You dirty bastard, get those thoughts out your head, sir. Disgusting. I'm a classy man. I don't do those things." Uh, so that was the first time. It wasn't, but even there again, I got this dude. Man, it was two of these cats was really trying to. Hey, especially then I was in shape, but I've always had cakes. I gotta say, as a dude, I got a butt. So I guess it was trying to get my cakes, man. And these two dudes was like, "Yo, I mean, we should just go and talk and like have coffee somewhere." You know what I mean? I was like, "Oh no, I'm good." Like, oh man, they were like, "Oh, it ain't like that, man. We just trying to talk and hang out." I'm like none of that sounds appealing. Why would I just want to talk to you, strangers? Like, I don't want to meet you guys. Like, what's up? Like, I don't want to meet. I don't need to meet you. I don't need to sit down and have coffee with you. Like, what are we talking about? So that was my first. Yo, in LA. Ah, I forgot about this. This is like maybe my first year or two in LA, and I was taking the bus a lot. And I was on the bus, and this dude, it was a Latino dude who didn't speak much English. I forgot about this. He didn't speak much English at all, but it was this club next to the bus stop, along like Hollywood and like, uh, it's a street with the Capitol building is on. Vine? I don't think it's Vine. No, it's not Vine. Vine's the other way. Gower, maybe. Maybe it was Gower. One of those two. Anyways, it could be like Bronson or some shit. Anyways, um, so I'm like on Hollywood and like Gower or something like that. It's not Gower either. Anyways, maybe it's Queen. Anyways, all right. None of that had to do with shit. So I'm at the bus stop, and then this dude, skinny, he was a skinny dude, this big mustache, Hispanic dude. He kind of looked like, this is racist and shit, but he kind of looked like, you ever see the Snoopy, right? And he had that one cousin with like the Spike, his name was, with the little stash. Kind of, he was a skinny dude, Latin dude, kind of looked like that. Anyways, he was like and I know a little Spanish, so I kind of do a little bit. But he came up, he was like, because the beat was going in the back. He was like, do, do. And he was like, And he walked up to me and he's like, and I'm like, "Hey, how you doing?" And he's like, he said in Spanish, I'm like, "Yo, do you know where I can go dance?" And I was like, "I only know the club. I'm not really from here. I don't know." He's like, "Oh, where you from?" And I'm like, "Oh, Michigan." He's like, "Oh, I'm from Mexico." And I'm like, "Oh, cool, cool, cool." And he just, mm, he was just grinding, hitting the body rolls. And he was like, I mean, I'm trying to remember, like, he asked me something like, "Do you want to dance with me?" And I said, "Nope, I don't want to dance with you." And then he was like, "Are you gay?" I said, "No, I'm not gay." So, "Are you gay?" He was like, "Yeah." And I said, "Oh, that's cool." And then he was like, "Do you want to?" And he did like the dick sucking motion. And I was like, "What? Hell no." I was like, "You want to suck my dick?" And he was like, "See." I was like, "Man, where is this bus? Where's this bus at? Where the bus at?" Because he's trying to bust it open. Where's the bus? So actually, that was the first time I get to hit on me in a different language, in a whole different thing. He was trying to get in there. Man, I remember I gave this dude a ride home once. Little white dude was at some kind of party thing, and I was leaving, and he was like, "Hey, are you close by?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure, sure." Blah, blah, blah. I gave him a ride home. I remember, man, he was just in the car, like, "Yeah, I've done a lot of different things, and I've never been with a black guy." I was like, "Ah, God damn it." I was like, "That's crazy, man. This is where you at?" "Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's just that I don't have any money to give you." I was like, "No, it's all good, bro. Just like get out. Like you can just get out. Take care." He was like, "I can suck your dick." It's like, nah, I'm good. Like yeah, I'm good. Like, gas prices. This was before it was $12 a gallon. You know what I mean? So I was just kind of like, "Nah, man, just get out. We're good here. We're good here." It's always interesting when you get hit on by a gay dude and you're just not ready for it. Especially then when it was a time where it was super taboo still. It's way less taboo now to get hit on by gay people, but this is like early 2000s, 2000, maybe 4 or 5 ish. You ever watch The Office? You ever go back and watch The Office, bro? And you just look at all the jokes that they do that they got away with that you just can't do now. You just like, dang, man, you just can't do that shit now. Like that's like that's crazy. I don't know how we got on this large tangent. I don't know. I went from I have no idea. I have no idea how we got here. I just remember talking about going to the gay pride parade in San Francisco, and then I told you guys about every story of some guys trying to hit on me back in the day, which is always a funny exchange, especially when you're not waiting for it. But I can only imagine the shit you poor women hear on a daily basis. Like on a daily basis, the shit that you guys have to go through every single day. Like, that's crazy. Like I always feel like for my poor daughter. I'm like, God damn, you gotta go through life, bunch of horny fucks, you know? Like you gotta go through this thing now. The gauntlet of guys trying to hit on you everywhere you go. Like and then I'm dreading it. She's so much fun right now, but I'm dreading her getting older. I'm I'm dreading her budding body. I'm dreading all that. I don't want it to happen. I don't want her to get older. I don't want her to experience a life and start liking the same or opposite sex. I could care less. Um, I don't want to. I don't want it to happen. But I guess moms feel like that about their sons, right? Moms don't want their sons getting older and getting hit on and all that good stuff. Even though it's a part of life, it's inevitable. I don't want it. How do any of y'all got older kids or teenage kids? How do y'all deal with the dating aspect, or like I'm afraid she's gonna be the girl who likes boys too young, and she's gonna be trying to like I have a boyfriend and she's 6. You know what I mean? And I gotta fuck up a 6-year-old boy. Is this your king? I gotta like hold him upside down and shit. Like I'm really worried about. I can't say I'm too worried about it because I hope that you give her enough game that she can know if people are real when they bullshitting. But you gotta go. You gotta go through it. You gotta go through the bullshit, the heartbreaks. Even heartbroken. I've had my heart broken. I was 18. The one time ever. Last time. The last and only time. Getting your heart broken sucks. I was on my mom's couch just crying. I was just on her couch like, why does it hurt so much? It was awful. Went to Chicago after that. Gotta get out of here. If I had a lot of hair, I would have shaved my hair. New hair, new me, fresh start. I would have done all that good stuff. I would have just got out of there. But I went to Chicago. That's when I started. I was already doing stand up. That's when I was like, I just got to get out. Everywhere you go, I'm from a small town too. Everywhere you go, you're reminded that person. This is where we had our first date. This is where we used to get tacos. Like that shit is awful. Y'all mighty quiet in here today, man. Why y'all so quiet? What's happening? Why y'all so quiet? No one's really talking today. I've been literally just rambling for 30 minutes, so maybe you guys haven't had a chance to chime in. But usually, you guys are a lot more chatty. Unless I have a bad connection again, you guys gotta let me know if it's tripping again. You gotta tell your boy because I don't know if it starts going in and out or some shit. Somebody hit your boy and tell him that is going on. Anyways, I'm supposed to still be doing some work. I'm really just stalling talking to you guys because I don't feel like doing it. And then I'm gonna go to this wine bar and eat charcuterie and just doing more, just not working, just stalling working. I was talking about this yesterday on here that I wish I could do nothing and get paid for it. You still live, Kwame Oro? Oro, are you African Kwame Oro, or are you like is it like a or like a just like a name you use, or are you? You might have said before that you're African. I was really jealous, man. I have a buddy. His name is Baleko Wisa, and Baleko comedian, funny dude. He's from the Congo, His parents are. I think he was born there, but he was raised here. He was raised in L.A. But he would do this chant. He would have like a. I can't do it. I'm gonna just fuck it up and make it insulting. But oh, from Ghana. That's right, from Ghana. I think you said that before. But I'm so jealous that I'm so jealous of culture. Like, being black, we have our culture for sure, but like we had to kind of makeshift our own black culture, because of course our culture and language was stripped from us and all that good stuff, as we all know. So I get really jealous when I see like or any culture really. My wife is Mexican, and I go like, damn man, like there's so many traditions and the language and the cultures. But my buddy from the Congo is the same thing, the language and the cultures, and I was just like, they have their own thing. I had this girl I was dating for a minute. She was Nigerian, and the community that they had, I just thought it was crazy. They had their whole, like, everybody knew everybody, and they had like their own, like, yeah, I mean, more than a community. It was like, we help each other, we ride for each, it was all that good stuff. And black people, yes, we have that, but it's just without the, without the language, and without like the different foods and and like the stories, and you know, I was just like, man, it's really why I want my daughter, even though she's half Latina, which I always say she's 100% black and 100% Latina, because I really believe that. I want her to be able to learn the language and learn the culture and do all the customs, and not just do it because she is Mexican, but to do it that she knows and understands what it means to be African American, what it means to be African, what it means to be Aztecan, what it means to be Mexican, what it means to be Spanish. Like, you really got to understand everything that's inside you. You know what I mean? So I really wanted her, I'm like, you get a chance to have something I didn't have, man. Do you agree with Katie Williams that Eddie shouldn't have the comedy title? Eddie's impact is undeniable. Oh, but Cat Williams. I said Katie. Um, do you agree with Cat Williams that Eddie shouldn't have the comedy title? What do you mean? What do you mean by the comedy title? Like he's the GOAT. I mean, like Eddie's done it all at the highest level for the longest. Only thing Eddie didn't have was a TV sitcom, but he had, he was the biggest guy on SNL when he was on there. No, I mean Eddie's the greatest to ever do it. Like, bigger than anybody. Bigger than Richard, bigger than, and of course they're like in different times. But Eddie was the true first rock star. Like, like, like Richard. Richard. When I go back and listen to Richard Pryor, his live on a Sunset Strip is still funny. But when I go back and I listen to Richard Pryor, couldn't relate to it as a kid, but it's still so funny, bro. And his honesty. And who actually probably would, who actually probably would be my goat if he lived longer, it would have been Bernie Mac. Um, I just don't think Bernie got a chance to do the comedy specials that we all got to see. We got to see, um, a few things. We got to see, of course, Kings of Comedy and the TV show and the movies. But he doesn't have that impact that Eddie had. But if you go like funny for funny, Bernie Mac's the man. If you go for, joke for joke, nobody. There's not a whole lot of people who can hang with Bernie Mac, like at all, like at all. Like like I think anybody would be scared to follow Bernie because of his impact. Um, he's just a monster, bro. Dude just understood himself 100%. And what made Eddie so great, I mean, Richard so great, was that he was 100% just honest and raw. And was like, yeah, man, here are the worst things that ever happened to me, and I'm gonna laugh at them and make them funny, and they were great. And he's a master storyteller, great with the voices. So when I watch Eddie, of course, there's a lot of Richard in there, but Eddie's just so talented. Eddie could sing, Eddie could dance. He wanted to, the impressions. Like, Eddie was the most talented dude anyone ever saw at that time. And then even when you watch, like, his first movie was 48 Hours. So even when you watch that, you go like, oh, he's a star. When you go into like, and they got Eddie's timeline, bro, from Beverly Hills Cop to what he just finished, the second one of Coming to America. The wife's texting me. Until I take her out. You know. So Nah, Eddie, dude, Eddie, and people forget like the clumps, like that whole Nutty Professor, bro. Come on. That was Eddie's resurgence at that time too, because he had already been on top for 10 years, 15 years, and then came back with a whole nother. Mm, people forget, bro. Norbit, people forget Eddie's just. I mean, he had his reign in the '80s when you talk about 48 Hour, another 48 Hours, Beverly Hills Cop, Coming to America. He had what was the one with him and with Mortimer, Trading Places, Trading Places, Trading Places. Is that what it's called? Am I tripping? It might be called that. But anyways, you guys know what I'm talking about. I mean, he's just like then we talk about King of Comedy. You're like, yeah, man, Eddie, yeah, dude. And he only did two comedy specials, and they're still regarded as some of the best today. So, but I also think that cat, had he not fucked up and gone crazy, quote unquote, uh, Cat man, Cat was that was my favorite guy for a while. Just the act outs, the jokes. I mean, the energy behind it. Too much. Quite, I'm a pimp talk, but man, the act outs with the jokes, man. Like Cat's energy. I saw Cat do a whole joke when he's talking about the cats in New Orleans swimming with the gun. And he was like on his knees. I was like, yeah, this dude is genius. He's amazing. Cat's amazing. Um, you know, and he's a dude who loves comedy, understands it. Chappelle, of course, Chappelle became a whole different thing now. I mean, Chappelle got a chance to really just the legend of Chappelle, especially after the show. Like the show was crazy. Put him on a different status because Killing Him Softly, his first special, is one of my favorite specials ever. It's one of my. It's in my top 5 of comedy specials. So, but when he left the show, and then you would just start seeing him doing stand up, and coming back, and then he finally got his chance to kind of come back on Netflix. I mean, the legend of Chappelle was already there. Like he can do no wrong now. Because Chappelle now he's past the point of just being funny and he's captivating. So when Chappelle just comes around somewhere and he just sits and talks, even if he's not trying to be funny, he's so captivating. He as soon as he talks, he has you. And he's got to be like just one of the most captivating speakers now in general. Like he's a whole living legend on his own because of that. And so I think it's one of the differences between like Eddie be chilling. We don't see Eddie until it's time for Eddie to do something. But Chappelle, he'll just be out and do 6 hours in some comedy club somewhere. you know. Um, but yeah, Dave, when it's all said and done, Dave might be the GOAT. We have to see what he keeps doing. But people are forgetting Richard, and people are forgetting Bill Cosby, and people are forgetting Lenny Bruce, and people are forgetting George Carlin. Like these guys are getting forgotten in time, which happens. It happens. But I think that's why Eddie did so many kid movies back in the day because he got a chance to reach a whole new audience. With all the kid movies. But you know, uh, as far as I'm concerned, stand up wise, I can't. It's hard for me to tell Eddie is the greatest stand up comedian ever because he only did 2 specials, and I didn't see him like in the clubs. But what's up, Tanya? What's happening? But what's up, Shanna Davis, Shanna Davis. But it's hard for me to give Eddie the GOAT stand up. But as far as comedy, if with everything encompassed, Eddie, Eddie. Do you agree with? Okay, thank you. He's my GOAT. I understand that there's some cultural exclusivity that comes with language. I speak 3 different languages plus English. So is that part of 3? Or is that 4? Uh, all right. So yeah, I feel your jealousy, but you also have something we'll never have. What is that, Kwame? What do I have you'll never have? What is it? Don't be trying to make me feel better now because I'm jealous. What do you have? I want to know. You tell me what it is. You nice, dirty bastard trying to make us feel better. Yeah, I can speak 3 languages and I have culture and then all this other stuff, but you guys, you blacks, y'all doing it. You guys have something great. Don't give me that shit. Cat believes since his last stand-up was in the '80s, he shouldn't be someone's favorite of all time. Uh, I mean, that's not for Cat to say. Like, if somebody said that's their goat, that's their goat. What are you talking about, Cat? Just because it's the last special. I hate the way that comedy. Like, I hate the way other comedians treat other comedians. I hate it. I hate the beefs between Kevin Hart and Mike Epps and man, whoever else, bro. And like it's always so much dumb shit, dude. It doesn't make any sense. Comedy is a real place where people get to run their own race. Like, you should be really appreciating other comedians so much. It's just stupid. I really hate the I don't know white comedians. Yeah, they do. I've seen white comedians do it. I've seen them do it. I've seen them like tear down somebody else's special, and Louis C.K. was their god of comedy until now it's probably like Bill Burr or something like that. But who's great? Bill Burr's great. Louis C.K. is great. But I hate the culture of the I gotta pull this. That's why the 4, 5 comedians that I fuck with, because they're not like that. Like, I don't hang out with cats who shit on other cats, which is why my circle is really small of like people I talk to, period. Not just comedians, but my circle is really small. It's a lot of people, some hating ass bitches for no reason. And I hate it. And people treat you differently. They won't talk to you or they have to earn their respect. Like, fuck y'all, man. I don't need to earn your fucking respect. What I want that bullshit for? Fuck all that, man. So that's my big problem with a lot of comedians is they want you to have to earn you had to be funny to earn fuck you, bitch. It ain't even about other comedians, bro. Other comedians want to be respected by other comedians so badly, and it's about the audience. You know what I mean? It's about making other people laugh. Those who buy tickets. There's never been like you want to be respected by your peers, like it's you appreciate it, but never once have I gone on stage. I'm gonna make all the comedians laugh. Like what? I don't give a fuck if you guys like what I do. I'm not here for you. That's why people shit on Carrot Top. That was a big thing back in the day. People will always shit on Carrot Top because he had one comedy of the year over. Oh, I forgot to do this. This white dude with glasses. He was really big in the '80s, the '90s. He died though. I'm not forgetting his name at the moment, but there was a huge thing between him and Carrot Top, and they were saying like Carrot Top wasn't a real comedian because he's a prop comic. But Carrot Top be eating well. He runs Vegas, and which is why he left. I don't blame him, like for going to Vegas and doing his own residency. He's been there for probably definitely over 20 years now. Like it's just super smart, bro. But too many comedians, man. It just be everybody just want like you know how like boxers are always like I'm the best, someone could beat me. That's how comedians think. Nobody wants to follow me. Like nobody gives a fuck. You're not that dope, bro. You're not that dope, or you'd be huge. All right. No, Eddie Couture, right? It's people. Eddie Couture right now would sell out everywhere that his reach. I 100% agree, Shayna. Eddie is supposedly he had a deal with Netflix for like 70 mil, and he's supposed to be coming back out for an hour special, which would probably be the biggest special of all time. But that's a lot of pressure. Because $70 million, goddamn, that's a lot of money for an hour. That's a lot of work. I mean, that's a lot of money. Um, yeah, no, Chappelle's a genius, no doubt. Chappelle's a genius. I see stand up. All right, I see. If you did get back into comedy, would you be aware of the times we're in? Even Eddie apologized for Delirious. That's also another reason, I guess. I mean, you guys have seen me. I don't like censoring shit. If I didn't say what's up, Tanya, what's up? If I didn't say already, what's up, Robosec? I'm gonna get down to your question in a second. Yeah. I mean, look. Here's the thing. Here's the thing about me in particular. I'm very aware of the times we're in, and I really don't give a shit. I really don't give a shit. I really don't care that everybody's so fucking sensitive. And that's the thing. That's the thing about it is that people want to cancel you. This is the best thing about Chappelle is that Chappelle was already canceled. They already canceled Chappelle. You can't cancel him twice because he's a comedian. And you can't really cancel a comedian with their own fan base. Chappelle can go and do whatever he wants to do. He can always release it because Chappelle has the internet. Chappelle could do DaveChappelle.com if he wanted to and do whatever the fuck he wanted to do. Because Chappelle's going to draw attention. He's going to draw eyes. He is. So you can't cancel Chappelle. Netflix is an outlet. That's all they are. Netflix is just they're a media outlet. You know, they're ABC, they're HBO. It's the same thing. They're just a network to go distribution, to go put up something. So, hey, here's my Chappelle stand-up special. Who wants it? Netflix said we'll do it because we're not a part of Hollywood. You know what I mean? Like they're not owned by Universal. They're not owned by Viacom. They're not owned by these long 100-year entity companies. So you can't cancel Chappelle. A lot of these comedians don't know their own power or have your own fan base. Like Louis C.K. did a great thing when he just started putting stuff on his own site. Like he just started dropping his own shows on his own site. This is before he was caught out for exposing his penis to random people who worked for him. So knowing that, and so one thing about my career right now, I go like, hey man, I don't say a lot of shit because purely can get canceled, right? And I'm like, my career is just starting, so you don't say a lot of stuff that's on your mind, blah 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 blah. The stuff that I write personally for me, it's not ever a thing about making somebody feel bad or make it's just I think this is funny. You might get offended by it. Here's my best attempt to not be offended, but to make it funny. But sometimes no matter what you say, people are gonna like they're still taking Chappelle, what he's talking about, and taking it to like, yo, he's um trans. And Chappelle never said he was anti-trans, as he said that he's talking about white people in general. But I don't necessarily think that Chappelle's anti-trans. I think he's like a lot of the people and they just don't understand or they don't get it or they don't care to get it. You know what Chappelle did that was funny? He did the whole I got trans friends. I always thought that was funny. He was talking about if you saw his last post talking about the girl who he knew. And I was like, yeah, but if somebody was like, hey, I got a black friend who's love this. Like, I got trans friends. But anyways, um, if I got back in doing stand-up, trust and believe I would have my own fan base already. And I wouldn't give a shit about what people say. But if I had a show on ABC or somewhere like that, then I couldn't go do stand-up because I know that they're gonna go cancel some shit. You know what I mean? Like they're not gonna let me say whatever I want to say because they have all these sponsors. Remember Tracy Morgan got in trouble years ago for saying that if he had a gay son, he'd stab him in the heart, which is fucking extreme. It's not even a joke. It wasn't even a joke. It was like that's not a punchline. Uh, but I'm a person, dude, who I don't take things personally. When I hear somebody do a black joke, if it's funny, I'm gonna laugh. I can always separate that and be like, "Hey, that's fucked up. But that's funny." You know, like I'm that guy. You guys know. I mean, having a dark sense of humor, stuff like that. There's not a lot of things that I take personal offense to. There's not a lot of things at all that I take. I'm hard to offend. You know, like I'm a hard person to offend because I always look as like, where is this coming from? If you're trying to hurt my feelings, that's different. But if you're just trying to make a joke, I'm not gonna take that fucking personal. All right. So I don't know if I answered your question. I hope I did. I'm very aware of the times. Fuck these times. Fuck these fucking sensitive ass people. Oh, I hate that shit. Oh my god, it's cancel on. Oh, shut the fuck up. Shanna, like Hannah. Gotcha. And hey, I've literally lived my whole life with people trying my name 5 ways. Oh, yeah. Because there's a Shayna, there's a Shanna, I don't know. That's the only ones I know. I just saw Mike and listened to in Kentucky. Oh, Mike Epps. Mike is funny, man. Mike is great. My mom started us on Living Color. That was what started me. I was 5, loved it, still love it. And so a lot of times, let me finish your comment. My mom started us on Living Color when I was little. I fell in love with seeing people do comedy. And Living Color was my first intro to comedy and the power of healing that comedy had. Living Color was mean. So when I make jokes and I say things, or when I used to write sketches and they were mean, like I get called out on I get called out all the time. We're in the writers' room. Because I was straight put I had this Cicely Tyson joke that they made me take out. It was so funny. I can't remember what the joke was, but in the script, I just remember I had this old lady and they just kept calling her Cicely Tyson. Whatever the joke was, it was mad funny. And we all laughed in the room, but they were like, we can't do Cicely like that. I'm like, why not? Why not? Because we can't do a queen like I'm like, fuck that shit. And that's just funny, bro. I made fun of you. If that's just funny, I'm making fun of you, bro. Like you can't take a fucking joke, so sorry. Get over it. So what up, Chaz? What up, Rubble Sack? Robo Sack? Did you check out any Louis C.K.'s new special? I haven't watched. The only stand-up special I've seen is Chappelle's latest one. I haven't watched his other ones since I think his first one on Netflix. So I'm years behind on every stand-up special. I haven't watched at all. Um, I just checked out. I haven't watched a single stand. I haven't watched Mike Epps' last one. I haven't watched whoever dropped anything. I just haven't seen it. Oh, you know what? The last one I watched because I was there is Ida Rodriguez's on HBO Max. I went to her screening because we go way back. My humble flex, but I love Ida. She's great, and I've known Ida back when they were poor. I've known everybody when they were poor. So I saw hers, and hers is great. So, and I love Ida. And Ida's one of the people who don't give a fuck. That's what I love about her. I'm gonna say this shit. Fuck you, sensitive bitches. This is what I do. I'm all about it, man. I'm all about it. So I haven't seen any. Hey, Chess, happy to catch you live. What's up, Moyo? Happy to see you. Shane, I think Eddie needs to do the same thing Dave did, go to random clubs, work stuff out, and then come out and blow people's minds. If he can, I mean, Eddie's so big. I'm like, where can you go work out at? And like the expectations, like I know Dave and Kevin Hart, they'll like lock up your phone so you can't record them. But I mean, just where can you go and go do stand up? And it's not going to be a crazy frenzy, and people aren't going to be tweeting like, oh, because you want to go pop up somewhere, you want to go somewhere where you can go and work on your jokes and you can dare to suck. That's one of the biggest things. Like when you ever see Chris Rock work out, he's very calm. He's just talking. He's not like the Chris Rock who's loud and that and that and that and that. He's just very calm and he's just working out these ideas in his head. So when you see like these comedians just kind of they're just throwing out ideas and seeing what sticks and what people like. So it's really hard for people just to go work out because the expectations of the killer but you can't be Eddie Murphy and you go somewhere and they go, he wasn't that funny. Like it's a lot of pressure for these guys to do it. Me, I have zero pressure. Those guys, they have pressure. Jordan Pender. What's up, Jordan Pender? Procrastination on people's case research right now to listen to chats talk about focus on working my procrastinating on people's case research right now. Listen. Hey man, fuck their case research. Bro, procrastinating has always been my Achilles heel. It's one of those things that always comes back to bite me in the butt. Way less now because I will, like I said, one of my mottos is I do a little bit a lot. But also my lifestyle kind of lets me do that. Like this morning I woke up, wrote, played video games, played with the kid, came out here to the office, worked, wrote, talking to y'all. I'll go hang out with the lady, put the kid to bed, write some more, and go play video games. And that's kind of my day. But some days I'm on, and some days I get a lot done, and some days I get nothing done. But I have this cool ability, which I'm sure a lot of people have. But here's what you have to catch: my mind will go. I'll be doing something else. I'm in the car. I'm right, or I'm like playing games, and my mind will go, "Here's some work stuff." And once my mind hits here's some work stuff, I have to do it now. So there's a lot of times I'll pull over if I'm driving and just start typing. I just have to do it because those little moments of like boom, boom, let me go. I'm like, oh, cool. Like, let me go because I'm not gonna remember it later. I just have to do it now. So if I'm playing the game and something's happening, I just got it. I've been playing Smash Brothers Live, and if I get a burst of thought, I just lose, man. I got to go get this thought down. It's way more important than a than a win. So if you feel that moment of that spark or something like that, just write right now if you can, or put it down on paper, whatever it is that you do. Try to do it then and there, like if you can at that moment. I'm not saying type while you drive. Is why I say I pull over or do a voice note or something like that so you can get it later. But I hate doing voice notes because then I gotta like copy it down on paper later on, and I hate trying to go back. What did I say? Anyways, so I just rather pull over and write it. Agreed. I was born in '85. Me too. Best year ever. And everyone wants to be so PC comments about pushing boundaries and talking about what's going on in the world. Yeah, also, the thing about comedy is that it doesn't have to be for you. Like there's so many comedians, and if it's not for you, just like turn me off. Like I never understood why you had to try to camp like just don't watch me, don't buy a ticket. Like I never got that. There's comedians that I don't like, and I don't go like this person needs to die. This person they need to be canceled. I'm like they have an audience. Like I liked Seinfeld's show, but I find Seinfeld as a boring comedian, but he's huge. Because some people love what he does. And I'm not one to be like, Seinfeld trash. I just go, that's just not for me in particular. That's not for me in particular. And I don't know what happened. So this was it just being not for you. Like, why does everybody have to like everything now? And if it's not, if people like I wish more companies did with it's all about money though. What what's his name from Netflix? Ted Sarandos did when he stood by Dave. Whether you agree with him or not, I love that Ted Sarandos said, "Oh, we're keeping Dave special up because he's entitled to have his opinion." And Netflix has 100 billion things to watch. Like, pick something else. I guarantee you, there's something on Netflix that's for you. I promise you. If you don't agree, if you don't like it, like even when I was a kid, man, what's his name was still around? Don Rickles, who, if you guys ever don't know Don Rickles, go YouTube him. He was the most inappropriate person I've ever heard do comedy. He was gonna say some racist shit. He was gonna say some anti-Semitic shit. He was gonna say the worst shit you've ever heard. And that's just what it was. Louis Dice, what's his name? What's that, Louis? Andrew Dice Clay was the same way. He was the same way. He was gonna say some horrible, offensive shit. And it was just jokes, man. It's like it was shit ain't personal, it's just jokes. And people take everything. They just want to try to ruin your career now. It's so stupid. Chappelle co-creators on whenever. Hell yeah. And Chappelle has Chappelle TV. Hell yeah, I'm watching that shit. If he just did Chappelle show and only play that, of course you watch it. Chappelle could easily have his own network, and whether it's online or a streaming platform. Hell yeah, I'm paying $20 a month to watch Chappelle show, to watch anything they do. All right, Kwame Ororo. I like dry, quirky, and observational humor, so my goat is way off. My comedy cocktail would be John Pinette, don't know him. Jim Gaffigan, big fan. Steve Wright, big fan. Tony Baker, scrub hack. Rob Hayes, I don't think I know him. Bob Newhart, love Bob Newhart. Bob Newhart, I had all these comedy albums where Bob Newhart would do. A lot of his jokes were him talking, had like one-sided conversations. So he would be like, "Hello, yeah, Abraham Lincoln. Yeah, hey, yeah, I'm at the Getty. We're just wondering when you guys are showing up. Uh-huh. Oh, you're not coming." Like he did so many things, like so many different scenarios of that outside of the Bob Newhart show. That was just his stand-up. Was just a lot of one-sided combos. I think his album was actually called like and this is what it would sound like or something like that. Because he would be like, "Yo, this is a conversation between an astronaut and Houston. This is what it would sound like." And he would just do one side. Bob Newhart was genius. And I read his book back in the day too. Genius. Cosby, super greatest storyteller ever. And Lavelle Crawford. Yes, I've been telling people the guy who I seen who made me laugh an hour straight, no breaks, was Lavelle Crawford. I laughed an entire hour. I've been trying to get him to something for the longest. I laughed the entire hour on when I saw Lavelle live. Her special was dope. Who are you talking about? Who was her? Who did I miss? Crap. Who y'all talking about? Did we talk about someone who was a woman? Did I miss? You said her special was dope. I'm gonna miss it. Dope Tiger said, "Hey, thank you." In Kentucky, I live here. Trust me. You live in Kentucky? I've been in Kentucky once. Very the only thing I know from Kentucky is Louisville Sluggers, Louisville. And remember it was that one. Who was that one band? Never on a band. It was a rap group from Kentucky back in country something. Y'all remember that? They had like one big song. I'm trying to remember, but they were like the only people from Kentucky I ever heard of. You don't hear a lot of Kentucky Fried Chicken. You don't hear a lot about Kentucky. Jordan Pender, I'm an attorney, bro, and I want to tell these fools their life ain't. Hey, you should never tell them that. Not to you. Hey, I hate when people try to make like their shit nappy roots. Yeah, nappy roots. That's right. That's right. Nappy Roots. I think they had maybe like two tracks that was like slapping back in the day. I never heard that album. I need to go back and to their album. Nah, I hate. I'm such a curmudgeon, bro. I hate when anybody tries to be like. You ever had somebody who tried to make something important to them important to you, and you're just like, Hey, I don't give a shit. But you gotta understand that this, and I'm like, hey man, I don't whatever you're going through, bro, I don't give a shit. Like I don't care. Like I rarely care. I hate when people have problems and it's my problem now. It drives me up a goddamn wall. It drives me nuts. Somebody else's issue is my issue now. Drives me nuts. I hate it. I had a buddy, man. He passed away. My man Nick Carthen. Nick passed. But Nick was my favorite screw up, bro. Nick got in so much shit, and I had to pick him up because he didn't drive. Get him out of jail. So just pick him up from the girl's crib. So much shit. I was like, Nick, every time you get some shit, I get some shit. But stop getting this shit. Just sit your ass down. Shut the fuck up. Took him back and forth from court. God damn. I was a good ass friend though. When I had to pick Nick up, picked his parents up, took him back and forth to the court with him to the airport. I was just trying to be there, but man, I was like, "We all just chill." I hate when people get you into some shit. Uh, okay, hold on, let me go back up. Um, Jordan Pinder. Oh, this is from Kwame Oro. Jordan Pinder is such an appoint name for an attorney. It is. Jordan Pinder is a great name. Hi, I'm Jordan Pinder. If it fits professional, so what is your actual name? Facts. I'm not gonna be mad if there's a comedian or musician I don't like and try to cancel and just keep it moving. You know how many musicians I don't like? You know how much music I don't like? Like, I'm not trying to cancel you. Unless your song is I hate niggers, I'm not trying to cancel you. Uh, yeah. So Rob Hayes, I'll check out Rob Hayes. I'll see who he is. Bob Newhart show was so boring. What? As a kid watching this dog hilarious. Oh, Moyo. I loved it as a kid. I was a huge fan. Bob Newhart had 3 shows. I think he had like 3 shows back in the day. I remember watching 2 of them. If you ever want to go back to I Love Lucy too, Lucy had like 4 shows back in the day. She had I think just Lucy, I Love Lucy, Here Comes Lucy, some shit like that. And then the older she got, the more her raspier her voice got. It was scary. But I used to think Lucille Ball was so gorgeous. She's one of my comedy icons. Like she's one of those people that I modeled my comedy after. Of like she would just do anything. And I loved Lucille Ball so much for that. I gotta watch her the movie they did with her and Desi Arnaz. They did a movie, I think Life as a Ricardo's, Living as a Ricardo, something like that on Amazon. I gotta check it out. But I used to have a picture of her on my wall. It was like her, Sinbad. My comedy when I got older, when I like, she was always a big deal to me because when you watch I Love Lucy, she would just do anything. I feel like she never said no. It's almost like, "Can we do this?" I'm like, "Yeah." I just feel like she always said yeah, and I thought that was great. Um, so for me, like Chris Farley was huge. She was just so big, and I just thought he was bigger than life. Chris Farley was big. Keenan Kel, of course, was in Living Color. Huge influences to me. Sinbad, because I wasn't allowed to listen to cussing, right? So Sinbad was, I mean, just outside of being hilarious and a great storyteller, I could listen to him. Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby has one of the greatest stand-up specials of all time called uh, himself. Wait. Is this called Bill Cosby himself? I think it's called Bill Cosby himself. I haven't seen it in a long time. It's pre-rape Cosby. This is before we knew. But also he has this comedy album called To My Brother with Whom I Slept With, which is about him and his brother sharing a bed, and it's just the antics they're getting into, trying not to get their dad to come in the room. And it's so genius and it's so great. And it's just him doing the voices between his dad, his brother, and himself. And it was great. It's one of the best things I've ever heard. So if you ever want to listen to a great, amazing master storyteller, listen to Bill Cosby, To My Brother Russell, Whom I Slept With. But I think his brother had passed. Um, so he did a lot of odes to him. I think he had a Russell in the he had a Russell in what was that? The Buck Fat Albert and the Gang also, who was supposed to be his brother. All My Life I've Been Poe. Was that their song? All My Life I've Been Poe. No, that's not how it went. I don't know. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, indeed. I only heard about Bob a few years ago. And this one sided phone combos and scenarios be killing me. Hey, you only heard about Bob a few years ago? Ah man, Bob been around, still alive. I think he was on Big Bang Theory or some shit like that. He's been around a long time, still kicking it. Uh an elf. The Bob Newhart was an elf also. Yeah, he think he was the Santa Claus. My wife and I have watched Can a Brother Get Some Love at least 8 times, laughing just as hard as the first time. That's great. RIP Nick, and kudos to you guys for making it through last year. Yeah, it was a tough one. It was 2021. 2021 was great until August 3rd. That's when Serene passed. And then it all went to shit. I went to shit like that. But yeah, Nick was a great friend of mine. And I still talk to his ex-wife, just to, stay in contact with his daughter and all that good stuff. And I hope our daughters can be friends. She's a little older, but um, yeah, I hope that Nick. No, I talk to Nick all the time in my head, man. We have these convos, and the thing about Nick that we always had is that we always used to talk about every Marvel movie. So like we would talk about Spider-Man when it came out. So every time I think about a Marvel movie, I just think about Nick. He loved comics, bro. He loved. That's how we got cool. Just Nick would just not stop talking, but we got really cool just talking comic books all the time. And in the East with the MCU, I mean, if they're gonna do it, like he was just so excited and happy and great dude, man. We have Bryson Tiller, Jack Harlow from the Pussycat Dolls. Wait. We have Bryson Tiller, Jack Harlow, Nicole from the Pussycat Dolls, George Clooney, and Johnny Depp. Who are you talking about, Shayna? Who are you talking about? Wait, who? What? Bryson Tiller. Are these white people? I don't know Bryson Tiller, so I don't know anything about. I know Jack Harlow's white. I don't know his music though. I couldn't name you a song. Nicole Scherzinger, fine as fit. Pussycat Dolls. She's white, right? George Clooney, white, right? Johnny Depp. Is that what we're talking about? Oh, they're all from Kentucky. Oh, I didn't know what the connection was. My bad. Yeah, they're all from Kentucky. Jack Harlow. I gotta see what this cat does. I gotta listen to his music and see if he's dope. I miss Farley. Me too, Moyo. Because myself, my parents, and their friends watched the VHS 78,923 times growing up. I did too. I watched it a lot. Desi Lupo Production Company did Star Trek. She was a very smart businesswoman. Yeah. And then I know I know way too much about Lucille Ball. She was the first woman to own her own studio. She had bought the rights. She had bought the rest of it out from Desi, who I know became a raging alcoholic and a womanizer. Not a womanizer, I guess. Womanizer is bad. I guess he just loved the ladies way too much. Rodney Dangerfield is slept on. Kind of. I mean, Rodney Dangerfield had his time. So I don't know if he's slept on or he's just like he's been dead a long time. So, he's probably been dead about 20 years now at least. So people just get forgotten, man. Like it just happens that I always loved Rodney Dangerfield had this joke about his bathtub toys was a toaster and an iron or something like that. Like he had, he had the best self-deprecating humor of all time. But I don't know if I say he slept on. I think that when you talk about him, people go, "Yeah." I don't know where he ranks on people's top fives and stuff like that, but he raised a generation of comedians for sure. I mean, a lot of these guys who do one-liners, like he was the king of that. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know if there's a Stephen Wright without a Rodney Dangerfield, or Mitch Hedberg without a Rodney Dangerfield. Cats like that. Well, he passed away also, but those are guys. Earthquake is great. Also a great dude. He's great. I used to do his serious show a lot. I've done it at least 6 or 7 times. I just haven't done it in a long time. Um, I just haven't done it since like the pandemic happened. But I used to be on their show quite a bit. Just talking shit. They really liked me over there, and I like them. So hopefully I'll go back and do it. I just need to set up a date. They were doing Zoom. I don't want to do Zoom stuff either. So I don't know if they went back inside the studio or not yet. But I'll tell you guys next time I do it. Hopefully it won't be too long, but I'll tell you guys next time I home you can listen to me. But I'm pretty sure if you even go back, I couldn't tell you some dates. I had to actually go find the dates of what episodes I did, but they're over a year ago now. So yeah, but Quake is great. Great dude. Do you ever fully watch the projects you write on like millennials? Mm, fully? No. I watch like the episodes I write. And then if somebody wants to watch something, but I don't think I've watched a full season of anything I've worked on. Um, Sketches I will, stuff like that, but not a full season. And not because I don't like it. I just go like, I did it. I was there. I was in it from the beginning, and a lot of it brings back headaches. Like everything looks so polished when you watch it on TV, and I go like, man, if y'all only knew the bullshit that goes on to make these things happen. Like I used to hate. I still hate when I hear people go like, "Oh, TV rots your brain" or something like that. Like TV is rots your brain. Like it takes a lot of really smart, hardworking people to put on a movie or a TV show. Like it's a lot. Man, it's a lot of coordination, it's a lot of communication, and it's a lot of hours. And like I'm gonna have a bunch of late nights putting stuff on. So I really always found it very, and even when I was growing up and I wasn't even in it, people like, oh, TV rots your brain. And I didn't know the inner workings, but I was like, I love TV. Like I love TV. I love television. Like I have a passion, a love for television. I really do. Not so much movies. Like people love films. I'm not a film guy. I'm a huge sitcom fan. I'm a huge TV. I love sitcom. I love comedy. I love sitcom TV. Like I love TV so much. I try to be a part of it. That's how much I love TV. I was like, I got to do this. I got to make this. Like I love television, um, and I mean just comedy in general. But I just thought that man, it's magic, man. I'm watching like man, watching TGIF back in the day and your whole family gathers around watching that's special. That shit's special. That's special. To be able to watch some shit with your family all together. No one's arguing. No one's fucking fighting. No one's thinking about paying these bills. You're just sitting together, laughing together as a family. That's power. That's special, bro. You have those memories forever. And you pass it on to your kids. My mom was like, "You gotta watch this. This is what I used to watch," and I'm gonna do that with my daughter. Like it's special. TV is special to me. So I hate when I hear people disrespect television. So I have so many good memories of us sitting watching TV. That's great. Like we used to eat or something like that, watch it like TV. I love television, bro. I love television. Um, it's one of my favorite things, whether it's anime, cartoons. I would love to do all that stuff and just make good TV that people can pass on to their children. Television. I love it. I love comedy. All right. Do you ever fully watch Project? No. Does Desi on it was fine, fine. I see how he was loose with the peen. You're hilarious, Monko. What's up, Ebony? ATL? Ebony? 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 What's happening? Bryson Tiller's not white and rapper singer. Definitely check him out. Don't and exchange are dope. Don't and exchange are dope. Don't and exchange are dope. What are you trying to say? Love the new podcast with Dan. Just finished that issue. Oh, great. I love. Thank you for watching both. I have so much fun, man. I had so much fun just talking. Me and Dion got more coming. Don't be afraid. And we had a few issues the first time because I told you guys my laptop was just not powerful enough to upload that stuff. So Dion's just doing it because I couldn't do it until I buy a new laptop, which I don't want to spend this money, but I have to. I'm out of options. Sounds like that's understandable. On which part, Yvonne? I know what you're talking about. Sounds like that. Sounds like this is Jordan Pinder. Sounds like that DC no comment mentality, Chaz. Which thing? I don't know what I'm talking about. Which thing sounds like the DC no comment mentality? DC so full of shit. I'm not. DC is. RoboSack, I know you surround yourself with a lot of motivational messages, and you mentioned feeling less motivated in an earlier live stream. Yeah. How do you feel now? I've been less ambitious, but more contented, but more content, more content. I did not, Mo. You'll get a new laptop. um, how am I feeling now? I'm feeling more motivated now, only because I felt like I haven't done shit for months, and then I started to feel bad when I haven't accounted anything. So then I go like, oh, I gotta get going. Um, what changed? Because there's a thing about I have to get work done, and there's a thing about I want to get work done. And I still haven't got the I want part back yet. Like I'm not excited to be like, yo, I'm about to do this, I'm about to do that. Like I haven't reached that part yet again. I don't know quite still what it is or where it will come. I know it'll come back, but you know, I don't know. I just don't know what it is yet. I had this real big just drive to do, like just go, and then But honestly, when Serene passed, that went away, and then I was just hanging out with my daughter, and that was great. I was just hanging out with her for. I'm telling you guys, this is my first time working again since October. So November, December, and I took all of October off, November, and pretty much December. So I took almost 3 months and didn't really do shit. Didn't do a damn thing. So you know, I was blessed enough to have the money to chill, and I was blessed enough to have. My wife was like, "When are you going back to work? When are you going back? What are you doing? What's the plan?" Well, there's no plan. I'm chilling. I'm just trying to get my love from my baby girl, and we hung out. I hung out with her every day. We had so much fun. So that was, like really dope. And then, like I said, the whole month of December, I had family here, so which was also a super blessing. So I feel like 2022 will be different. I have to grind again, and I just hope some bigger opportunities will come that I've been waiting on. Please, and then you just gotta work because I can't take 3 months off again. But I feel I don't know. I don't like I said, I don't start. I don't feel like let's go get it. I don't feel that. I don't feel like let's go get this shit. Like I used to feel let's go get that shit. But now I just go like, well, we I have to work and I have to do it. It's just different. Oh, what up, Lack? What up, Dion Lack in this bitch? Lactose? What's up, Dion? People are loving the podcast, man. Because of you. It's all Dion. It's not me at all. People love them some lack. They love some lactation. Okay. Let's see what else. Let me go back up. So glad you followed your passion and now contributing to creating special moments from others. I hope so. And I hope to do more on a bigger scale. I hope people love it. I hope people really, really, yeah, man, I hope people really like. That's a good thing about my career right now is I'm just getting started producing and EPing. And even though they're like All Blacks a small network, Bounce is a small network, I really enjoy working for these small networks because I get to learn a lot more. I get to do. I got to be a producer, in a few years, and EP in a few years, which I wouldn't have got had I been somewhere else. I've done over 10 seasons of shows in 6 years. I think I'm going on like season 12 or 13 right now in like 6 years. So it's crazy the amount of work I've done. And every time I thought about leaving, I got a promotion. Every time I thought about leaving, I got more money and more, but I got to learn more, So like even this time, I'm doing a lot of the budgets for the writers. So learning that stuff is really cool about, they're actually bringing me in to do the budget stuff early. So I'm learning the insides of that, which last year I didn't do. So yeah, it's really how you learn to be a showrunner and executive producer. And I'm getting all that training now. Yeah, I feel like I'm in a paid internship. I feel like that for like the last 6 years. I feel like I'm in a doctorate program. So hopefully it comes out and I'll be Chaz PhD, Dr. Chaz of comedy and sitcoms, and I'll know the ins and outs. But a lot of it is so much business. The creating stuff is the easy stuff to me. It's the actual business of it where you have to put everything together. And luckily, I've been with a crew who's been together a long time, so they know this song and dance. So I just get to be everywhere and learn. And I'm very blessed to be where I'm at and working with the people that I work with. Because at a bigger studio, I wouldn't have got this opportunity by any means. So let's see what's up. Do you see yourself doing some different kind of TV shows like Hitchcock's dark drama kind? Yeah, absolutely. I definitely have I want to say maybe a dark drama. I have a few drama things. I'll tell you, there's one thing I was working on called. It's kind of because Kevin Hart's show came out around the same time, not around the same time, but what's Kevin Hart's show? True Story, which is really good. I was already working on this when True Story came out, and I was like, damn it. But hopefully, by the time this gets done, it won't be anything called. But it's called Plot Twist, and it's about a TV writer who actually he's like a writer's PA. He's not even doing it. He's just doing classes, blah blah blah. He gets a chance to be a writer's PA, and overnight, the actual writer's assistant, I mean, the head writer, is found murdered the next day, and the head of the show promotes the writer's PA to being the head writer. And we find out as you go on that the head writer is this drug dealer who uh, uses his company, his studio, to launder drug money. And so now that the head writer, now since he was a writer's PA, is in a head writer position, now he finds out, of course, over time that he's in over his head as far as the work, because that show can't get canceled. That show gets canceled. That's why the old writer got killed, because the ratings were going down. They're threatening to cancel the show, and so he fired him, killed him. And so now he hires this guy, just like, hey, look, man, we can't lose this show because I got other people's money up in this bitch, and if this show goes, you go. And so now this writer is trying to leave at the same time he's trying to make this show. So it's that in a nutshell. It's a dark comedy. Um, I like stuff like that. I love trying to get the absolute worst things make me laugh. Murder makes this is off. Murder makes me laugh. I always want to do a show. I always want to do a spoof of like CSI or some shit like that, where they're just like on these dead bodies. So much death in these CSI shows and shit like that. I always want to just do a spoof of them where murder's just nothing to them. They're eating over the bodies and dudes eating, dropping chips on them. That's why I don't do like spoof stuff like that. Anyways, so yes, there's different things I want to do. Some more serious, some really, really stupid and goofy. Um, let's see. Dion is a lot. Yeah, he is. He's great. Hey, yeah, everyone could watch with no fights or arguments about what to watch. Dion is a lot. That he is. That's what she said, Muhammad. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, I don't know. Oh, Amir. I don't know what that was, but that's lack. Awesome shares of family friends will do. Lactose and ETM again. Okay. Kwame Road, to get your mojo back, try another art form that you suck at and you'll fall in love with writing. Try painting or learn a musical instrument, a new language that I work with. But yeah, I'm not good at a lot of things. I am not good at a lot of things at all. I got like, I don't even think I was great at writing. I just learned how to do it. Just comedy. I'm trying to think what else I'm good at. I'm not really good at anything else. So I don't know what I'm trying to think. Art from all play. I was in a band back in the day. I don't want to try new instrument though. That seems like a lot. I gotta see. I gotta see. Was some painting? I always want to learn how to draw. I might try to sit down and draw some shit. But then every time I sit down and draw, I go like, "This is hard," and I start playing video games. That's how my mind works. I don't like doing shit I'm bad at. Shanna says, when it comes to starting a new business, what are three things people should always make sure they have covered? Ooh, my boyfriend and I are going to be making dog collars, leashes, and bandana accessories. That's dope. Um, what are three things? You know what? I have no idea. I'm a pseudo entrepreneur. I don't have a real business. Like I'm a independent contractor technically, unless someone hires me. Right now, I'm on staff. So I don't know. I guess I would say like I have a production company. So I would say, make sure that your business stuff is in order. You got to have your tax IDs and I don't know what the same laws for California and stuff like that, but you got to make sure that all your stuff is legit because once you start getting taxes and having to hire employees and all this other stuff, I say it depends how much money you have, but I say invest in people to do good shit for you. Um, have a lawyer. I have a business lawyer or entertainment lawyer. So when I try to do something, I have them look over everything. And sure, it costs some money, but it's well worth not getting sued, not getting hustled. You want to make sure all your ducks are in a row, as they say. So get a good lawyer. Don't be afraid to hit them up. Spend that bread. They're well more worth the investments. Um, what else? What else? That's one thing. Have a lawyer. What's two other things to make sure? Yeah, do something that excites you. Like you gotta do something because no matter what you do, right? No matter what you do, it's gonna be work. And work sucks. So if you do something that you can see the big picture that keeps you motivated, that keeps you going, you gotta do some shit that you're gonna smile about in the future. You close your eyes and you can envision what it can be. That's what I do. Because even during this time when I've been in my little rut, I go like, but I know what my life can absolutely 100% look like because I get to do it on a smaller scale. So I know that in 5 to 10 years, that's what keeps me like pushing a lot because I know how dope like life can be. I know it. I can see it in my head. I can taste it. I can taste it. So I would say do something that makes you excited because there's gonna be those times when you ain't gonna feel like doing that shit. You don't want to wake up. You don't want to fucking put that leather together for those dog collars because sometimes it's just work. You're gonna have to expand, and have a plan of the future. You gotta have. What happens to a lot of small businesses is that sometimes they get big and they can't keep up with the rampant production. So I think that you have to have a plan. And like my whole thing is like pay yourself and all that good stuff, but live amongst and below your means if possible because a lot of the times I'll get paid, I don't take a lot of money from me. I take probably less than a third of whatever I make myself, and I keep that for my family, for bills, stuff like that. I don't do a lot of stuff anyway, so I don't require a lot of money. I don't have a fancy car. I don't go on crazy vacations. I don't do I'm not a guy who spends. Obviously, I don't dress and like all that good shit. I don't spend a lot of money on shoes and clothes. So a lot of my money just goes into the bank, into investments more so than the bank, but a lot of stocks and stuff. So my thing would be because you want to keep some of this money because you need to invest. So whether you want to expand, pay for employees, you want to have that money because you don't want to do a check to check thing, where it's like, yo, I need these employees, but I can only pay them when I get paid. That's trash. So you want to make sure that you have more than enough for 6 months to a year ahead of time and have them in that budget already. So you kind of got to plan for that. You always got to plan like that 6 months to a year ahead of schedule of what you're doing. Um, so and also for me, I don't work a regular job like that. You know what I mean? So when I make money, I have to keep it. I keep almost everything that I make. So I live super. I don't even want to call it like cheap or frugal. I just be chilling. I just be chilling. So, but you want to start. You always want to look to the future of your business. And you want to expand and all that good stuff. So, I would say like look at that stuff. Look how much whatever minimum wage is, and once you get to a certain point, we need an employee here, and we need that because you can only do so much by yourself after things get rolling. I would be looking at like different factories and warehouses and properties that you want to have one day, and just start putting that stuff all in perspective. So when it comes up, it's not sneaking up on you. You're already ready, and you can just kind of track it. And maybe it happened faster, maybe not, but be on top of it before it gets on top of you, not in a sexual way. But you gotta be like my whole thing is always foresight. I feel like that's foresight is telling the future, is fortune telling. So if you have the gift of foresight, which I do, thank God, I'm always able to think ahead in the future, good or bad. I always think in the future. Sometimes it sucks because I'll think about 100 different things before anything happens, but I'd rather live in the future than be kind of caught in the present or with my pants down. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that makes sense, but you guys get it. Okay. What are we talking about? Love you, Chaz. Thank you. We love you, Chaz. I love you too, N. It's just your name, N. Now we love you, Chaz, while we're here right now. Appreciate you, Tanya. All right, love the latest episode. Dion's great. Oh sheet, nasty lack in the building. Hilarious. I mean, Muhammad Dope Pod, though. You and Dion have something special. Appreciate that, man. I told you guys yesterday, Dion, if you're still in here, they asked me how I was working with Dion Lack. And I said, I gave you like 6 minutes of pure compliments, bro. I gushed over you, how dope you are, how smart you are, how hardworking you are, what a great dude you are, what a great director, actor, performer. Told him how you was on a Comic View back in the day. So we talk highly of you in here. Did you watch the Insecure finale? What did you think? I'm 2 seasons behind on Insecure. I'm sorry. I'm 2 seasons behind on Insecure. I've been trash. I've only been watching anime for like the last year or like whatever Marvel show comes out. But I'll catch. I watched Money Heist the last season, and I'll catch. I haven't watched the last season of what's that show on Netflix with the kids in the '80s and shit like that. I love that show. I'm blanking right now, but then I'm also gonna make sure I watch. God damn it, what's the other show on Netflix with Bates? Uh, I'm blanking. Why am I blanking right now? I guess I'm tired. I didn't wake up at 5 today, but 6. Ozark and Stranger Things. All right. So no, did they take the house yet? I don't know. That's a reference to RoboSag. Is that to me? I have no idea what you're talking about. Podcast is dope. My face hurts every time I listen. Great, Moyo. I'm behind on you guys' comments. I'm sorry. People think you have to be good or the best in order to do something. This is Moyo. Man, there's a lot of mediocre humans making mad loot just off consistency and tenacity. Man, that's the damn true. I'm like, people are average as fuck. They just get up and they do it every day. That's super true. Uh, Dion trying to defend not being nasty and filthy. Dion was talking a whole podcast about, yo, when you're having sex, that's his first intro. And he was like, what did I do? Kwame Ororo talking to Shayna. Distance yourself and your personal property from the business. Make sure you have a clear written agreements. Document everything and keep the business revenue stream and expenses separately. I agree. I concur. I got nothing to add. That sounds right to me. Big Theme Gaming. What up, though? That hat is childish. Hilarious. JK, keep up the good work, Jay. I appreciate you, fam. Shane Davis, we have 5 animals and we work at a dog boarding facility currently, so we will be making them ourselves and investing into our own business. My car is paid for. Damn right. And our apartment's rent controlled. That sounds amazing. My cars are paid off. I do not have rent control. I don't think they even raised our rent, though. I've been there for 3 years now. I probably just spoken. I gotta take it. I gotta take that back. Kwame Brown, good advice for Les Chaz. Thank you. No doubt now. Do Stranger Things. Deuce One Productions. What up, Deuce One? Sounds like you're taking a shit. Lactose into your daddy issues with filth. Definitely. Robo say you were pegged from jump. Hilarious. Pegged. Another dirty term Dion's familiar with. Production is Everett. I hate you, bro. Hilarious. What's up, Everett? Everett's one of the writers that I discovered. And I think Miranda Bowden brought him in, and I took young Everett under my wing, taught him how to be a punch-up writer. He keeps trying to get a full episode, but I don't like him enough, so I won't give him one. We're working on it. But great young comic writer. I think Everett just did. What show did you just work on? Selling Sunset on Netflix. I think he just did that. Young producer in training. I think you got associate producer, something like that. So that's great. So yeah, man. All right, I gotta go take my wife to a wine bar. You guys are all welcome to come to Tarzana. I don't know what the place is called, so I'm not gonna look it up either. Selling Tampa. What did I say? Selling Sunset? It's a different show. Selling Tampa, yeah. I've been in my apartment for 10 years and I pay $425 a month for 2 bed. What? For 2 bed, 1.5, no pet fees. I'll die before I leave until they have the money for my house. You goddamn right you'll die before you leave. $425? What? What are you talking about? What do you mean? $425? Like a month? Like for 1 month? 425? You don't pay that a week? 420. I'm in LA, man. $425. I would never leave. It could be a half closet and a half bed. I would not leave for $400. I'd be in that bitch. Yeah, here's a spacious closet. I'd be right here in this little ass room, not paying $400. I would never move. Wine bar sounds fun. It's cool. I just like the dude who played the guitar there because you guys know I don't drink. I might take a sip. But yo, alcohol makes me shit. Like it hurts my stomach every time. I had this dude. This dude bought me. We doing a business deal, and this dude bought me a what was it? It was a something 25 McCallahan 25, something like that. So I guess it's 25 years old and it's aged for 25 years. And he's like, it's a sipper. You're supposed to sip it, and it shouldn't make you like. I had this shit. Like alcohol fucks me up every time, and that's how I know I'm not supposed to be drinking that shit because it fucks me. It messes up my internal organs every time, no matter what it is. So I might, hey, maybe also because I don't do it. People are like, you just got to drink more. Like I'm not doing that. People, that's a real drinker. Now you just drink more, you get used to it, or just take the dump later. I hate the way I feel. Um, What's that? The rent base, so it fluctuates. I like you guys are talking deals on here. How do we get down on the rent control? I don't know if anyone in LA is even rent control, man. I would love that. That sounds amazing. Mm. When I was living with Tony, man, they raise our rent every goddamn month. Felt like it felt like every month they're raising our rent. So I guess 1,600 today. Tomorrow it goes up to $200. Like what the hell? So hopefully the place falls apart. I root against any place now that's there. I just hope they all fall apart, and we'll see. What else I talking about? Alcohol puts me to sleep immediately. Besides, I enjoy the sweet ones, not the brutal, manly ones. If I ever drink, I mean, I don't know enough about like there's a light and dark liquor. I don't know the difference. I can't tell you enough about them. The wines, the red and white. Like I'm not sitting around tasting everything all day to see the difference. I don't even care that much about alcohol. Honestly, I think it's a waste of money because for the whole buzz, I'm pretty happy, so I don't ever get the idea of let me drink to get this buzz on. I was like, what's wrong? 'Cause I don't spend money on alcohol and weed and drugs in general. You know, I have some really dope vices. I feel like my vices are like my PlayStation. Like that's a big chunk, but I'll have it. I had my PS4 for 8 years. You know, like that's a pretty solid investment. I get to use over and over again. You said we got trolls. You made it. I get some Russian bots every once in a while. I don't know where they come from, but I get a good Russian bot every once in a while. Um, all right, let me go. Not disappoint my wife because we were supposed to go to the movies yesterday and we never made it. But she wasn't tripping. Thank God. I think she's tired. Hopefully, what I'm hoping happens is that I get home. She's too tired to go, and I get to play Ghost of Tsushima for the next 6 hours. So that's what I hope every night that I come home and she's just too tired to hang out and I get to play video games. Like that's kind of fucked up, I think, but I really enjoy having me time to play games. But then I kind of feel bad. That's why I try to go home before my daughter goes to sleep so I can hang out with her. So I feel like a good dad. Because I really feel like it's like when you're a father, you only need 2 hours a day to be a great father. And everybody's like, if you spend an hour with them in the morning and you spend an hour with them at night, you're such a good father. You're such a good guy. What a great he spends so much time. People think I spend so much time with my kid. Spend an hour in a day, a full hour, then an hour before we go to bed. He's such a good father. I was like, there's so many trash fathers out there that 2 hours makes people feel like you did your thing, you know. So just put in them 2 hours, guys. I should write a book, The 2 Hour Father. You don't need to leave. You don't need to go get a pack of cigarettes. You just gotta be a father for 2 hours a day, and you did it. In the morning and then at night, and you did it. Then you say you're at work all day. All right. Let me see. Maybe from Russia. I have no idea. Have fun. Thank you. Sounds like you need to move to Kentucky. Oh, goddamn, for real. Chaz, just go. Hilarious. I'm gonna go. What if she's watching? My wife don't support me, guys. You guys support me more than she does. She ain't watching. She ain't watching this. And look at the new ones that weren't rented when they got bought out for 725. Goddamn right you are, Shannon. Go Chaz, you'll be late. Yeah. There's ups and downs. We got something on 25. So we got something on that. We got. I wish there's a way you guys could still talk even after I leave, but I'm definitely leaving right now. My eyes are getting red. I'm getting tired again. All right, I love you guys, man. Thank you guys for pulling up again. Thanks. You guys took a long time to pull up today, and I got really nervous because I think it was like 3 minutes and nobody was in here, and I was like, "Hey, usually it don't take this long to have a couple people, but you know what? You guys showed up and showed out, and I appreciate you guys pulling up for me one more again. So thank you. Let's get out of here. Let's try to do this again. Mañana. Let's say 5:30 ish, 5 ish, 5:30 ish. We'll work on it, man. Love you too. Took a minute to get the notification. Thanks again for taking golf. Hilarious. We love golf in Detroit. YouTube is sneak with the notifications. Yeah, I gotta figure out a way to see if I can send out some kind of alert before I just go live on y'all. I'll figure something out. Maybe I'll post it on IG or something. Maybe I get back on Twitter. Maybe get back on Twitter. I probably won't. All right. You guys have a great time, man. I'll see you guys tomorrow, hopefully. And we'll talk more. And I love the questions, man. This was great. You guys had a lot of questions, and it was very Like I had to catch up with you guys this time, so like that was great. I really appreciate it, man. Yeah. Someone asked me yesterday also, will it be C minus episodes again? Yes. And will there be C minus shirts? I have no idea, guys. I don't know where we're gonna do. So I don't know. Let me don't know golf is a form of golf and teens. I don't know what you're talking about. Mario. I think he said Jared Goff, not golf. Jared Goff is that what you're talking about? Jared Goff? We're talking about Jared Goff, the Lions quarterback now who came from the Rams. Jared Goff. Not golf, the sport. Golf. Goff. All right. Clarify that. All right, I'll see you guys, man. You guys take care. I'll see you tomorrow. And you can schedule the lives and we'll get it. Okay. I'll try that. I'll try that, Denise Glenn. You've been quiet the whole time, but you came in the end at the last minute with the real shit. That's the real info right there. That's gonna help everybody. I appreciate that. All right, y'all. Y'all take care, man. I'll see y'all soon. Peace.